Good morning, students. Today we are continuing with the chapter Nutrition in Living Organisms, Animal and Man. Yesterday we had discussed about the type of teeth and tongue. Today we are going to continue with the next topic that is epiglottis and stomach. And objectives of the day are, after finishing the topic, we will be able to describe the function of epiglottis and the function of stomach. Let's go through that now. Beta ji, epiglottis is actually a muscular flap, a thin layer of muscle present at the top of the windpipe, and it shuts the windpipe down at the time of swallowing of food. You will ask, ma'am, why are discussing about windpipe? We are discussing digestive system. Beta ji, if we go through that first, in the throat there is windpipe at the front and food pipe at the back of the windpipe. When we swallow the food, just do a simple activity. Try to swallow your saliva. Do you observe any change while swallowing the saliva? In the throat, that changes because this muscular flap called as epiglottis, this epiglottis covers the windpipe so that the whatever object we are eating, that should and whatever object we are swallowing, that should directly go into the food pipe, not into the windpipe. Look at this diagram very carefully. Beta ji, in this diagram, this is the diagram of buccal cavity. Beta ji, this is the tongue. When you swallow anything through the buccal cavity, it goes to the pharynx. In the pharynx at the front, this is windpipe and this is food pipe, and this shutter is called as epiglottis. When we swallow anything, this shutter shuts down the windpipe so that the food directly goes into the esophagus. We can see this activity through a small link also. Let's go through that. But you look at this very carefully. Hold for a while. You'll observe this activity now. Look at this. This flap, white colored flap, this is called as epiglottis, which is moving downwards. When food, yellow colored food, is coming into the esophagus, it is closing the top of the windpipe so that food should not fall off into the windpipe. It should directly go into the food pipe. So this action is depicting the proper shutting down of the windpipe. Beta ji, our next topic that we are going to discuss is about stomach. Stomach is the widest part of human alimentary canal. It is very much thick-walled and a muscular organ, and the inner lining of stomach secretes juices. That juice is known as gastric juice, which is secreted by the gastric gland present in the stomach. These gastric juices, most of it include hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, it is that acid which kills the bacteria and it creates the acidic medium for digestion, as digestion cannot take place properly if there is no HCl. So it is required for creating the medium of digestion and it kills the bacteria. Second, it secretes mucus. Mucus is the fluid that prevents the inner lining of stomach from the effect of acids. Acid can burn the inner lining of stomach. From that burning sensation, hydrochloric acid mucus protects it from us. Third are the enzymes. Mainly those enzymes are produced in it which breaks the proteins into simple amino acids. Look at this action. What happens when these enzymes are secreted? Mainly in the stomach, beta. Pepsin enzyme, the name of the enzyme is pepsin, that breaks the proteins into amino acids. Protein is the bigger food molecule, complex one, and amino acids are the simple one. Let's go through the video of it first. Just hold for a while.
To better understand GERD, it's important to know what happens in the normal digestive process. As you chew your food and swallow, food particles travel from your mouth to the esophagus. The esophagus is a muscular tube that contracts and relaxes in a wave-like motion to help move food and liquids down toward your stomach. This is called peristalsis.
We have discussed about
Just
peristalsis.
before the esophagus gets to the stomach, it travels through an opening in your diaphragm called the hiatus. The diaphragm is a broad muscle that separates your stomach from your chest cavity. The esophagus then joins the stomach at the lower esophageal sphincter. This sphincter acts as a doorway between the esophagus and the stomach. After you swallow, it opens to let food into the stomach. Then, the sphincter closes to keep food and stomach juices from going back up into the esophagus. The hiatus also helps close off the entryway to the stomach. Inside your stomach, strong acids and enzymes make up the stomach juices that break down your food. Your stomach has special mechanisms that help protect itself from these strong juices. But
So this is better all about the stomach. Now we will discuss the video of this topic. Thank you.